All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about the home menu. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go down to the bottom here and click on Show Pinned, just so I can show you how you can kind of minimize your menu so you're not overloaded with menus here. Okay, so you'll notice here, users is pinned, devices is pinned, groups, billing, support, and setup are all pinned in this menu. If I click Show All, it's going to show everything. If I click on Show Pinned, it'll just show these because these are pinned to the main menu. Okay, so for this example, we're just going to leave it like this, just so it's a clean interface and you can easily read what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go through the different information here on the home page. So the very first thing you should see here is Go to Guided Setup. So we can click on these three little dots here and we can remind me later. So let's do that. Okay, and then that will disappear. Okay, now in the upper right hand corner here, you're going to see dark mode. Okay, I'm going to click that on. So I'm going to switch to dark mode. The reason why I like dark mode is it's easier on your eyes. Okay, so when I was a director of IT for a company that I worked for 2.5 years, we utilized Microsoft 365. And at the time, it was called Office 365. But Microsoft has since rebranded it as of April 2021 to Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So if you hear me saying Office 365, just understand that when I used this, it was Office 365. Okay. Now I've been using it ever since, but I haven't been keeping up with their branding changes. That's all. Okay. The functionality and everything is pretty much the same as it was when I was doing this for a job. So there may be a few things that I may not know, but for the most part, I know. Okay. And I will walk you through everything you need to know to understand how to utilize Microsoft 365 Admin Center so you can be the very best IT director, IT tech that you need to be for your job. Okay. And if you're a business person, if you have a small business and you need to hire somebody and you need to learn how to get this set up, this is a great place to start. Or if you have someone that you hired that you want to train on how to do this stuff, this is the way to do it. Because basically the way that I learned this stuff is on the job training, and I got no training from anybody. Okay. I basically had to go in there and learn each menu individually just so I had a good understanding of what was going on. And as I did that, I mastered Microsoft 365. I literally can go through anything now with no problem. Okay. And like I said, they've changed the name, but the interface and everything is what it's always been. Okay. They haven't changed much, really anything at all. Just the name. Okay. So with that, I don't want to ramble too much about my experience with it, but I want you to know that you're working with somebody that has extensive knowledge of this. I used this for 2.5 years in a real world situation. Okay. I managed over 100 users. Okay. And it was a complete mess when I got into it. But when I left it better than I found it. Okay. So with that, let's talk about this homepage here. So what do you see here when you walk in? When you first log in and you're on the homepage of the Admin Center, okay, you can see right here we have Microsoft Teams. So this is a card. So if I click on Add Cards, let's do that first, just so we can understand what it is. You can add cards to your homepage. So if you want to see Service Health, if you want to see Setup, so discover and set up your services, solutions, and add-ons, Office 365 Advanced Threat Protection, Message Center, Azure Active Directory, User with protected mobile apps, Office 365 active user reports, data loss prevention, Intune device enrollment, domains, manage which Office features appear in what's new, and then role-based access for admin. Okay, so these are cards that you can add to your homepage, but what I recommend doing for right now is don't add anything at this moment. Okay, go through this course with me, learn about all these different things and what they do, and then once you understand what they do, then create your custom homepage the way that you need it. Because what I'm going to tell you is each business and IT department is different. Okay, so the way that I set up certain things here, you're going to say, well, I don't really need that for my business, and that's perfectly fine. I encourage that. I encourage you to be independent IT directors and technicians and entrepreneurs and small businesses, and understand that you can set this up however you want, okay? I learned that the hard way when I was doing this for a job, okay? But I also learned that I love using Microsoft 365, and it's a great application and a great cloud-based service for your business. And I highly recommend using it, okay? If you're using Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, if you're using all those different applications, whether it be cloud-based or app-based locally on your computer, Microsoft 365 is the right application for you, for your business. It really is, okay? So with that, you can see here, this is a card for Microsoft Teams. So I'll show you how to remove these. If you click on the three dots here, we're going to click on remove, okay? And what I want to focus on is, I want to get rid of training and guides. We don't need that, okay? We have Office apps, we have billing, and we have user management. So this one, and you can click and drag this, user management should be over in your left side here. The reason for that is you want to be able to access your users quickly, okay? Billing, you don't really need this on there. So let's click on the three dots here and remove that. Install the Office desktop apps. We're not going to do that right now. We're going to go through this main menu here first. Then I'm going to show you the web apps first. We're going to learn about the web apps first, and then later on we will install the Office desktop apps. So for this course, we don't need this right now. So we're going to remove that. And then threats and antivirus, okay? Protect your devices with Microsoft Defender Antivirus. Well, for right now, we don't need this. So I'm going to click on the three dots, and we're going to remove that, okay? So that, in essence, is an introduction to the home page. Now, before we go, I want to talk about one more thing here. If I go down here and you need help, you can click here, and it's going to pop open a little help menu. And you can click on this little search bar here. Tell us about the problem so we can help you solve it, okay? So an example would be, can install Office. Well, again, I'm going to walk you through how to do that later, okay? But if you needed to contact support, you can do that. If you just type in here, then you can do that. If you click on the little support icon, okay, you can contact support that way, okay? And then also here we have service request, okay? So this is just a way to get help. Then you can also give feedback. So if I click on this, help improve Microsoft 365, you can give them a star rating, write a review here, or write information here, include a screenshot with some of the feedback, and then you can send it down here, okay? Now I can't see it because my little bar is here where I'm recording, but I'm going to close that for now, okay? And then up here we have the Cloud Shell, we have Microsoft 365 admin app, we have settings, okay? We have help, and then we have account management, okay, for Josh Warner. So those are all the menus that you can access from the home page. Also, we can access users, devices, groups, billing, support, setup. We can show all and then see all these other menus that we can access as well, all from the home page, okay? Because remember, this is the main menu. So we're going to be covering all of these in the upcoming videos. All right, so that is the home page in a nutshell. And again, when I talked about the cards here, I just want to say one more thing. When I talked about the cards, once we walk through all this information over here, then we'll come back at the end and you can come back at the end and edit the home page to what you want, okay? And what I'll do is I'll go over that in the summary. So when I go over the summary of everything that we learned in this section, I'll talk about all these different things that we talked about, and then I'll show you how to add cards here. So that way you get a better understanding of how to customize your experience. Because again, it's important that you customize this experience for your business, for your job, for your client. Whatever the need is on your end, you need to customize it for your comfort level, your productivity, okay? It's very important, okay? That's one thing that I learned from doing the job is you got to manage it and do it the way that you need to do it, okay? So with that, that's the home page and the home menu. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.